Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Crypto Stew here in the Crypto Stew studio. 279 subscribers, which is tremendous growth from the very last video, my honest review of Crypto.com and the CRO token. I wanted to go over that again. It seems like I have to do update videos whenever I say anything remotely negative, just like I had to do with my Unilayer project video. So I just wanted to clarify a couple of things. And first of all, I love the crypto.com app and the card. I use it. I use the card every day. All right. I have the CoinZoom card also, but I use the crypto.com card every day because my average purchase is like $20 or less. And the CoinZoom card, while it offers the same 5% cashback, it charges 30 cents per transaction. So if I'm charging something cheap, like $10 to $20, makes more sense to use the crypto.com card, which doesn't have any kind of fee for a transaction. So I did want to go over some of the comments. A lot of you didn't like that I said that Bitcoin is going to outperform the CRO token. I still believe that. I'll check back when CRO's at $1, blah, blah, blah. I don't agree. It's out. Oh, this guy, wait, there was one guy in the last 4 months. CRO is outperforming BTC. Yes, I'm sure if you pick an odd interval like that, you can find a point in time where it's outperforming Bitcoin. Okay. Some guy says I don't get it. And one guy finally said 9 hours ago, goes, I liked the joke. And that was what I was really angry about. I'm like, not one person liked the joke. By the way, I am doing a joke at the end of this video. So you can either skip to the end or stick around to the end, and I'll tell you another joke. Okay. So I did do a little more research because I'm like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this thing is going to outperform Bitcoin. And I did find one thing that I found actually made me like the coin even less. Coinbureau did a review of Crypto.com about a month ago, and he talks about the coin itself. And one of the things he said I found very interesting, so I'm going to play it for you. I don't even know if I'm allowed to do that, but I'm going to do it anyway. He can always tell me to take it down if he doesn't like that I used his stuff. But I also will link to his whole video, so you can watch his whole video if you want. But let me play you what he had to say about the CRO coin, and we'll go from there.
Now, back on the 22nd of February of this year, it was announced that Crypto.com would burn 70 billion of its own CRO tokens. That was touted as the largest token burn in history. That basically sent CRO to new all-time highs. Part of the reason behind that bullishness was that the circulating supply of CRO would increase to over 80% from the 24% pre-announcement. In other words, there would be fewer tokens held by the Crypto.com team that could be dumped on the market at a later date. If the price action of CRO was anything to go by, the crypto community were by and large happy about that. However, here's the problem I have with it. That token burn was entirely artificial. Crypto.com just woke up one day and said, hey, we're going to burn a ton of our tokens. Maybe it was part of some marketing strategy too, as they sure did grab quite a few crypto news headlines. In contrast, other token burns are mainly based on other metrics like trading volumes, fee burns, or defined and specific milestones. So, in other words, actual use or development of the ecosystem. What worries me about this massive CRO token burn is that it did succeed in creating a lot of excitement and positive price action for the token. However, that hype cannot exactly be replicated again on the same scale. There are simply not enough CRO tokens held by the team to do that. So, I'm wary that once the excitement around all of that wears off, that the CRO token could retrace and burn a lot of people caught up in that hype. With all that being said,
all right, and if you look at the actual coin price action, you'll see, like, this is where they did their announcement, and it shot up like a rocket, and it is starting to taper off. It's exactly like he said. It's a very good analysis. And he's right. It was just coins they weren't using anyway, so they announced this big burn. And yes, it does give people holding the coin a little bit of security, because when you buy a coin and you see that only 10% of the possible supply is circulating, you think to yourself that at any point the people can dump all these coins on the market and make your coin worthless, and that's true. So it does add some security mentally for people who own the coin, but other than that, it was coins they weren't using and they decided to burn them, and it caused this spike that is now waning. And so I still believe that Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to outperform this coin over the long term. Also, as a rose gold holder, I actually do better on their crypto earn with Bitcoin and Ethereum than I would do with the CRO token. With the CRO token in the crypto earn, you get a flat 6%. And with Bitcoin, I would get 8.5%, and with Ethereum, I get 7.5%. So I'm a couple points ahead of CRO just by not having the just by having Bitcoin or Ethereum on my in there instead. And also, this is just my own opinion. I don't think the look Mr. Crypto.com who runs this show, because it's a centralized platform. I don't think he's going to let his coin 10x, because if he did, then all of these people would suddenly have enough for this card, and all of these people would suddenly have enough for this card, and all these people would suddenly have enough for this card. He'd have to give out all this additional benefit without receiving any additional funding if he let the coin go up too much. And I understand that he can always change these amounts, but the people get really pissed off every time he messes with this. And I think he set it by dollar value and euro value for Europeans, just to avoid having to make future changes. I mean, he might raise it like 5% a year or something like that for inflation, but I doubt he's going to make some huge change like double this to 80,000 if his coin goes way up. So I just think if he gets even close, if it just goes like 6x or something like that, I just don't think he would allow it. And believe me, they can make the coin do whatever they want by adding or subtracting benefits or by dumping some more coins on the market. Whatever they want the coin price to be is what the coin price is. So it had this huge run up when they announced the big burn. That is coming off. Imagine if they didn't do the big burn. Where would it be now compared to Bitcoin if they didn't do this burn? Would it have gone up anyway? I mean, is there any justification for that? The burn seems to be the only thing that caused this run up. The other negative thing I said about it, and I stand by this, is how many restrictions are on what you can get on the cashback. One guy was like, in the comments, he was like, "Oh, I use mine to get gas all the time." And I'm reading the thing; it's right here. Any active card-activated fuel dispenser, they will not let you get cashback. And they say, "Oh, well, just go inside." Anyway, why am I doing that? Why when I can just use my CoinSim card? Why would I do this? Why would I go inside? Also, I mean, if you're looking to get your cheapest gas, I mean, what I do is I go to Costco, and that's a completely automated system. So I can't use my Crypto.com card to get cash back on my gas because it's an automated system, and they will not allow it. They won't allow it on computer software, any kind of memorabilia, and then there's a million different kinds of like bank-like things that they won't allow you to earn cash back. Any kind of insurance. So, I mean, it's very limiting. I mean, yeah, when you go to McDonald's, you can get your cash back, but there's a lot of things where you can't. So, I just wanted to cover those two bits of criticism and respond to the comments, because I told you I read all the comments, so feel free to say whatever you want. I read it, and if enough people say the same thing, I make a video, which is what I'm doing now. But I now consider this matter closed. I will revisit it only. I'll do an end of the year and maybe 1 year from the time of the video to see if it did outperform Bitcoin. Maybe I was wrong. All right, but I don't think I will be. I believe Bitcoin will outperform it. And remember, I'm already 2.5 points ahead because I get 8.5% on my Bitcoin back from staking my Bitcoin on Crypto.com instead of CRO. I believe in holding as much CRO token as you need to get your card and staking it. I believe they give you 12% back on the staking, and that's awesome. There's a lot of great benefits to the card. I use the card every day. I love the platform. They carry a lot of coins. It's a great way to, as far as an exchange is concerned, there's a lot of coins on there, and it's so easy to use to buy crypto on there. So I'm a huge fan of the platform, but these two criticisms are real, and people should know about them. So I guess that's it. I want to go on to more interesting things in my next videos, so I'm not going to cover this anymore. As far as a joke, I guess I'm ready for the joke. It's a quick one. It's from an old movie. It's one of my favorites, but most of you probably haven't seen it, considering what YouTube says is the age group that is listening to my videos. Here is the joke. What is the difference between a light bulb and a pregnant woman? That's right. The question is, what is the difference between a light bulb and a pregnant woman? And the answer is, you can unscrew a light bulb. All right, that's it for today. Until next time, this is Crypto Stu signing off.